this is actually my favorite travel and street photography camera bag so far. And I'm going to tell you why. This is an 8-litre sling. And for an 8-litre sling, it is super compact. The construction of it is really, really durable. You've got this really nice sort of nylon rubberized, it's almost like ripstop material on the outside. You've got these tether points all the way down here, so if you want to put anything on the front, and then you have some other tether points on the bottom, so if you wanted to brace a tripod underneath, you could do so, but the straps are not included. You have these metal tube zips, and yeah, that feels quite premium. On the back, you have the classic Peter McKinnon skull and crossbones, and also you have a pass-through, so you can put this over your handle on your suitcase, so you wheelie through the airport. It's the smallest bag I've ever seen that's got a pass-through on it, so I think that's quite an interesting addition to a sling bag. I'm not sure you actually need it, but yeah, it's handy, I guess. You've got this grab handle on the back here, nice position. Rather than it being on the top, it's on the back here. Just have a quick look at the back there. Yeah, really nice design. It's a bit like a backpack sort of texture on the back here, and it actually fits really snugly to your back. I've had an issue with these sling bags where they're straight across and our bodies are curved, so why don't they create curved bags? But when you actually sling this across your body, it actually does feel really snug, because I don't really can see that. It is slightly raised on each side. What else on the outside? We have a strap that is non-detachable, whether you can see that. It pivots here. So you've got these pivot points here and here. And then again, they're not on the top. They're kind of around the side here. So you can wear it across body and as a sling. You do have a very padded strap, super padded. And that's something I really like, because when you're walking around all day, it does become a little bit annoying if you've got a thin strap. And yeah, this is going to hopefully prevent you from getting strap fatigue. Is that a thing? You do get a additional strap that you can link onto here and here that I'm not quite sure what it does, to be honest, but it's just not something I'm going to use, so I'm not reviewing that in this bag. I'm sure there's other videos that will review that part. You've got an adjuster. These are plastic adjusters on this strap. It's a bit of a shame. I wish they'd been metal. That would have just sort of finished it off. But yeah, another one on this side, so you can get a decent length off that strap. And then you've got this little something on the top of the bag there. And let's have a little look at this. So if you unzip the bag, and bear in mind, I have this bag fully loaded. If you wanted to close it temporarily, you can do that. And I think that is a super nice touch. So you've got a slightly rubberized little pull tag on there with an elastic strap. So instead of having to zip it up every time, you can use this little pull tab. So that works incredibly well. So this is the bag inside, as you can already see. And this is why I like this bag so much. The way it opens, like this clamshell, I don't think anyone else has described it like that, but this clamshell design, and it's particularly suitable for, we go on holiday a lot in Italy, and I'm often stuck on the back seat, sort of doing little films of our journey around. And it's quite nice to be able to just pull out the camera, bang it back in. You can have your phone in here. Or if you're changing lenses, you can utilize this little section here to sort of maybe put a lens in. And everything's kind of sort of just compacted into this space. So instead of you just having a bag where you just have the drop-in slots, you've now got this area that you can utilize. You know, you put your phone in there, you've got these little drop pockets here, and then there's a rigid little bar inside the front here. So that keeps that nice and straight across the front there. And then what else we got here? So in this front section, we've got the elasticated snap that goes across to this little point here. So that's a really interesting detail. I've never seen that before. You probably see these little SD card slots. So they're not the tightest of slots. This one is a little bit tighter than these ones, but yeah, if you're jumping around, it's probably going to jump out of that slot. You then have this compartment here, and the zipper is really interesting because instead of the pull tab coming down the length of the zip that way, it sticks out. So it's actually, again, it's something that's been really carefully thought about. You've got a really nice space, sort of mesh bag space pocket in there. Inside here, I have my Peak Design leash, which coincidentally is pretty much the same color as the inside of this bag. This is a new leash from Peak Design. This is not about Peak Design. This is about Peter McKinnon's 8-litre bag. But yeah, I just thought that was really interesting that it's the same color. So if you want a matchy strap, go for that. I have a USB-C lead in there. And then also inside here, whether you can see that, it's got, again, the classic Peter McKinnon Fly the Flag logo and branding in there. Nice little touch. And then a couple of other pockets. So I have I'll probably call these battery pockets. So I've got one of my, I've got my XT4 in here. So this is one of the new USB-C XT4 batteries. It's got a little USB charge point on there, so you don't have to carry around an additional charger. Quite like that. That fits in there perfectly. In this pocket, I have the DJI Mic 2, and that fits in that pocket perfectly. So that is pretty much all the pockets on this front section here. What else have I got in here? I have, I've got my ND and a little SD card. I've put that in the front there, sort of SD card box. I just think instead of having to carry around the full ND pack, it's I only ever really used this one. So yeah, that's a good little hack. Then what's in here? Oh, I've got an SD card reader in that slot. So that fits in there perfectly. And then in the main compartment, I've got my XT4. And on my XT4, I've got the 15 to 45mm lens with the VND on there. And I'll also have the L-mount bracket and a Manfrotto sort of desktop tripod type thing. But I've put the Peak Design anchors on here, and that's why I carry the strap around. So that's the configuration of my camera. And that actually fits in that pocket perfectly. But this bag comes with two dividers, these two. I have an additional two in here, which I've taken out of another bag. But I just wanted to show you my configuration. So the other things I actually have in here, I've got a Pocket 3 in this side of the bag here. This is my Osmo Pocket 3, and that goes in there perfectly. Then I've got the little tripod for the Pocket 3, and then also the little battery grip. Then in this side, I like to also carry around on holiday a retro Canon Ixus. Now, the reason why I like this is when you go out to dinner in the evenings, this has got a flash on it, so we can get some nice evening shots rather than sort of over-pixelated, grainy phone shots. And then this camera also has the date imprint on it. Again, something I really like. But yeah, I just quite like carrying that around because it's small and compact and it fits in there. And then I've also got a battery bank, an Anker battery bank that fits neatly in the side there. So really, that is our look at the Peter McKinnon 8-litre Sling. I'm really impressed with this bag, and yeah, I can't recommend this enough. There'll be a link somewhere in the description, and yeah, use that link if you're interested in purchasing this bag. That is it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. If you found it useful, please give me a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing and ring that bell if you'd like to be notified of future gear reviews. Till the next one, I'll see you then. Bye for now.